We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll run with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Right back to Tolbert. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lance. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. On play action, Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Lance now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards and a first down for Phillip.
Now see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset. This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long. From midfield, here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Lance. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Lance to throw on second down here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chauncey Golston forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Hurts to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones, 74 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Eagles 14, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Ultra! Go ultra!
Now a play fake. Lance steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And Lance going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Here's Lance to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A final shot before half for Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion, that's Tolbert.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 45.
Able to hit his target Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. To throw, it's Lance. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Buying time to his left. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Lance looks to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And Lance now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And they'll go for it. Lance out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Lance going to try to throw for this. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Lance now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get nothing out of that one. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
It's now 4th and goal.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Here's 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That is intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Defensively now, play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you've scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball.